I'm gonna leave my phone here because
I'm not gonna.
I'm using that for the internet because mine's not working very good.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Fosston High School Gymnasium. If I can have all the wrestlers please clear the mats and varsity wrestlers line up for the starting lineups. Alrighty, now that we have the flip of the disc in, let's get started with our starting lineups.
And welcome back. Time now to check the
Wrestling
lineup.
at 106 pounds for the
Tonight, our starting lineup brought to you by
will
Falls
be
Towing
Mason
and
Maverick
Falls.
Iverson
Don't forget Falls
or
Towing
Noah
has
Jacobs.
great service bays in their service shop just south of FTC. Jumpstart, lockout service, and towing too. Here is the starting lineup.
And at 106 pounds for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Colton Larson.
Or Eden, and then at 113, Eden Wolf, the ninth grader.
At 113 pounds this evening for the Brawlers
At
will
126,
be Nick
eighth grader
Spear
Johnson.
or
At
Keegan
132,
Hermanson.
Zach Thompson, an eighth grader. At 130.
At 113 pounds for the Brawlers, Aiden Wolf.
At 152, Keegan Larson, a junior. At 160, Jace Thompson.
At 120 pounds, the Brawlers are open.
At 182,
And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers will be Jacob Rudy.
At 195 pounds, Jesse Beckman, a sophomore. At
Our 126 pound match this evening will have Anthony Peralta wrestling for the Beaver Falls Brawlers.
And their roster for
And Alex Johnson wrestling for the Brawlers. At 132 pounds for the Brawlers this evening will be Kale Geyser. And at 132 pounds for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Zach Thompson. At 138 pounds for the Brawlers will be Ethan Lane. And at 138 pounds for the Brawlers, Keegan
Sagan. The Brawler lineup, Maverick Iverson or Noah Jacobson, the eighth graders at 106. At 113,
our 145 pound match will have Griffin Lundeen wrestling for the Brawlers.
At 126, Anthony
And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Mason Erickson.
At 138, Ethan Lane, the freshman. Griffin Lundeen, a freshman at
132 pounds senior for the Brawlers, Brady Casper.
A junior at 160, Brendan Zuniga, a senior at 170.
And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Keegan Larson.
Mason Iverson, a senior, Carter Agebretson, a sophomore at 195.
Our 160 pound match will have Cody Lehman wrestling for the Brawlers.
So this one, we'll take a look.
And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Jace Thompson.
The first three matches, Darcy could hear you playing as they end the stream. Did you move your mic or did Sean?
At 170 pounds this evening for the Brawlers, Brendan Zuniga.
Who's the kid they put out against Cody?
I don't know. I'll find out.
And wrestling for the Fosston Brawlers, Carter Sorensen. At 182 pounds this evening for the Brawlers, Dakota Feldman. And wrestling at 182 pounds for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Dane Shinborn. At 195 95 pounds for Thief River Falls this evening will be Mason Iverson or Carter Ingebrigtsen. And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Jesse Beckman. At 220 pounds this evening for Thief River Falls, Jolson Sargent or Colin Brugman. And wrestling 220 pounds for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Zach Sowenson. Our heavyweight match, wrestling for the Thief River Falls Brawlers, Jackson Ingram. And wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers, Alex Hagan.
Our key to the match tonight brought to you by the folks at Northern State Bank, Thief River Falls, Northern State Bank member FDIC. For the Brawlers, they just got to get out and kind of put the pedal to the metal. They're even younger than the Brawlers are, which is hard to do. They need to get some early points and gain some momentum. For the Thief River Falls Brawlers, they can't take the Brawlers for granted after just beating DL and get upset by a team that they should beat. Those are our keys to the match. Back with the first match.
Our 106-pound match this evening will have Keegan Hermanson wrestling for the Thief River Falls Brawlers and Colton Larson wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers.
Looks like Keegan Hermanson will come out here at 106 for Thief River Falls. And the Brawlers will go with Colton Larson, a 7th grader. Our opening match brought to you by Pennington Square, Pennington, Maine. They are a division of Northdale Oil. Hermanson with a quick takedown, and Thief River Falls up 2-0. Hermanson working arm and wrist control on the left-hand side. Boy, it got quiet in here after all those Laker fans left. Hermanson working the head here, trying for a power half. Has a leg lace to go with it, trying to turn Colton Larson over. Hermanson now trying to power that into a cradle here and get his feet free. Has the cradle hooked. And now has Larson's back exposed. Going to get 2 points near fall for sure. Now 3 points near fall. But that left shoulder well off the mat. It's going to be hard to pin him from there. He's got to get his own body up from underneath that left shoulder and then lift the head. Has the cradle hooked in deep. Needs to lift up the head, however. Has the 3 points near fall. Has a whole minute left and they're right in the middle of the mat. Question is, can he get that left shoulder down or not? Hermanson and Larson, our first matchup here at 106 in our second duel of the night. 3 points near fall. Now Hermanson will work again, now trying to work armbar, waist wrap from the right. 35 seconds left. They stay right in the center of the mat. Time to stuff the head and stack the hips here. Working armbar on the left-hand side. Trying to throw the half in from the right. Now trying to run that arm across. Larson trying to sit back into it. Hermanson traps the head. Works back around again. Now trying to double armbar. Stepping back into the half, trying to pull the chin back. 4 seconds left, won't have time. It's going to be 5-0 after the first. In favor of Keegan Hermanson. In just 1 moment. On 94. Underway in the second. Hermanson starts on his back, stands, throws in a half, and has Larson on his back. He'll get 2 for the reversal and getting back points now. Hermanson deep reverse half in here, trying to squeeze that left shoulder down. The right shoulder is on the mat. He needs to lift the head and lean into that left shoulder. He's got the Brawler's right shoulder down. Larson doing a good job of posting on that right hip to keep that left shoulder off the mat right now. A minute and a half left, and they're right in the middle of the mat. Keegan Hermanson doing what you're supposed to do, looking up and checking the lights himself, trying to put more pressure on the chest of Larson. Now has Larson's left shoulder down, not trying to squeeze the right one down. Larson doing a good job of posting the arm. Now Larson rolling on that left shoulder, gets the right shoulder back up again. Hermanson trying to squeeze it down again. It's close. Hermanson looking, trying to step over the top. Now has a lateral press in. Trying to lean forward on that lateral press and press to hit the shoulders down. It's very close here. Still a minute left. They're right in the middle of the mat. Larson's in a tough spot. Hermanson just has to figure out how to get both shoulders down at once. Has that reverse half in. Larson still keeping that left shoulder just barely off the mat, doing a good job of posting on that left arm and left wrist. Hermanson keeping that reverse half in here. Has a leg lace on that left leg to go with it. Now Hermanson, or rather Larson, drops that left shoulder back. Bears the right, but not long enough. It's a fall for Keegan Hermanson. Hermanson scoring a fall here. And the fall takes a 6-0 lead. 6-0 Prowlers. After the pinfall, we move to 113 now. Looks like Noah Jacobson.
Our 113-pound match will have Noah Jacobson wrestling for the Prowlers and Aiden Wolf wrestling for the Brawlers.
Jacobson, the 8th grader. Wolf, the 9th grader. Wolf in on a takedown. A nice solid takedown, a 2-0 lead for the Brawlers. Wolf trying to go pump handle here and turn. Jacobson over. Jacobson won by pinfall in his opening match against the Detroit Lakes Lakers at 106. Now wrestling up a weight class at 113, giving up a little weight here. Hard chicken wing from the right-hand side, trying to walk over Hermanson here, or Jacobson here. Here's Wolf. Wolf trying to roll it, or rather, Wolf trying to power those shoulders across. Getting back points here as he has the shoulders exposed, although the right shoulder is well off the mat. That deep left wing in from the chicken wing in. Now he's got that wing turn. Trying to step over that right shoulder, but a good job again by Jacobson to belly back out. 3 points near fall for Wolf. So Wolf with a 5-0 lead early, 50 seconds left here in the first. Wolf working 2-on-1, now trying to go to a chicken wing on the right-hand side, trying to power Jacobson over again. Trying to stack the shoulders here. And they're off the edge, and I think Wolf inadvertently just got Jacobson right in the nose with a knee. So reset back to the center here with 36 seconds left. It's 5-0 in favor of Wolf. Wolf riding. Waist strap in from that left-hand side. Trying to pick up the hips here. And with that left side waist strap. Jacobson trying to stand. Wolf working that hard arm bar and chicken wing on the left side again, now trying to come across. Trying to put the reverse half in with it. Has it, and has Jacobson turn. And the variable number in before the pinfall. 2 points here, ball. Two points near fall here, a 7-0 lead for Aiden Wolf. 7-0 lead here for Aiden Wolf. Is this you guys' camera for the TV? It just went out. Hermanson to his feet here. And Jacobson and Wolf rather will get the escape. $8-0 Aiden Wolf here at 113 pounds. Wolf now with a takedown on a good ankle pick. Leads it 10-0. Prowlers were up on the Lakers 12-0 after the first 2 weight classes. Wolf trying to walk Jacobson over again. Again, Jacobson giving up weight here. He weighed in tonight at 106 and was wrestling 113. That's a solid 7 pounds. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, especially those younger, lighter weights. Because most of that 7 pounds is usually muscle. Trying to walk the shoulders over again. More back points here for Wolf. Under a minute to wrestle. They're right in the center of the mat. Wolf trying to get that shoulder down. Jacobson kicks over the top and gets a reversal for 2. 3 points near fall for Wolf. Reversal for 2 for Jacobson. Now they're on their feet. So an escape for Wolf, who shoots in and gets 2 more. Makes it 16-2. Any old kind of a point from here, and Wolf has a tech fall. He's up by 14 right now. 15 is a technical fall. Wolf now going to get back points here. So all Mo Jacobson has to do is get out of it. Hasn't given the 2 up yet because he hasn't given up the hold. Jacobson trying to get back to his base. Does. There's the 2 points near fall, and it's over. 18-2. 5 points for the Brawlers. And it's 6-5 near fall.
113 pounds by technical fall. Wrestling for the Brawlers, Hayden Wolf.
Spear going to give up a little weight. He weighed in at 113 tonight. Now we'll wrestle up 7 pounds at 120. The 9th grader. And we expect Jacob Rudy, the 7th grader.
120 pounds wrestling for the Brawlers will be Nick Spear.
Oh, and now the Brawlers are going to force him to open.
120 pounds wrestling for the Brawlers will be Nick Spear. And wrestling for the Brawlers will be open.
The Brawlers will go open at 120, so the Brawlers lead 12-5 here.
126 pounds
126.
wrestling for the Brawlers will be Anthony Peralta. And wrestling for the Fosston Begley Brawlers, Alex Johnson.
And Alex Johnson. Johnson, the 8th grader. Peralta, an 8th grader. These 2 guys have seen each other all the way up in youth matches. Both working on wrist control here. At 128 with the Brawlers up 12-5. Peralta in on the head. So is Johnson, both working on the collar tie. Peralta shoots on a deep single right-hand side. Peralta lifts, stands, picks him up, and takes him to the mat. 2 points takedown. Nice single takedown by Peralta on the single. Now we get 1 for a potentially dangerous hold here. That should make it 3-1 from what he indicated. He indicated penalty point, but they only didn't put it on the board. Peralta trying to ride here. Working armbar left-hand side. Peralta trying to power him back to his hips. Good turn. Peralta deep, chicken wing left-hand side, trying to walk him over at wrist control on the right to go with it. There's the shoulder stack. Peralta has Johnson in trouble. Peralta trying to squeeze it over and gets it done to a fall. Peralta scores a fall. 18-5 for fall, 132 pounds.
Wrestling for the Peterborough Falls Brawlers, Anthony Peralta. Our 132-pound match. We'll have Cale Geiser wrestling for the Brawlers and Zach Thompson wrestling for the Fosston Begley Brawlers.
Sophomore Cale Geiser, a state tournament participant a year ago, going head-to-head here with the 8th grader Zach Thompson at 132 pounds. Both have sprawled a couple of times. Geiser in on an underhook from the left-hand side now, trying to drive Thompson back. They'll separate again. Geyser step forward one more time. They're near the edge. Again, Geyser will step off. Now he'll shoot. And Thompson steps back. Back to the center again. Thompson again. Sprawls as Geyser shoots. Geyser underhook, now trying to spin behind, looking for the hard crossface. Has to free his right leg to get behind Thompson. Thompson doing a good job of hanging on to that knee right now. Geyser trying to scoot his way behind. No points yet. We've seen the first minute go by here at 132. Geyser still trying to free that knee. Now gets behind and gets the two. Geyser just kept working until he got there. Geyser now working armbar, trying to run armbar and lever on the left-hand side. Geyser trying to throw in that cradle now. Working on a far side cradle here. Thompson doing a good job of countering. Geyser will trap the hip to go 2-on-1 on the left arm. 25 seconds left here in the first. Kale Geyser leading it 2-0. Geyser underhook on that left arm, riding over that left hip with 12 seconds left. Thompson tries to shoot. Geyser spins behind again. Geyser again trying to set in that cradle here. Thompson does a good job of straightening out the legs and straightening out his body and keeping him from getting exposed. That'll end the first period. Geyser leads 2-0. After our first period, we're at 132 pounds.
Zach, you got to
Geyser starts the second period in the down position, stands, separates the hands, leans back in and gets the escape. He now leads to 3-0. Now Thompson shooting on a single. Geyser traps the head, goes heavy on the head, and forcing the forehead down to the mat. Geyser trying to shuck the head by now and scoot behind. Thompson doing a good job of hanging on to Geyser's right elbow.
There you go,
Thompson trying to work on that right leg. Geyser now with a hard crossface. He's got his arm free. Now scoots behind, and we'll get two more. 5-0 Geyser here. 1:15 left to wrestle in period number 2. Geyser again trying to work the cradle. Thompson fights away from that, turns back into it, now has a leg. Thompson trying to step into him. Geyser still trying to work on that cradle, now trying to step ahead. Thompson does a good job getting Geyser's left leg sucked underneath him. Trying to gain control here, but Geyser is still in control. Under a minute to wrestle in period number 2, and a stalemate call. Stalemate the call here.
No, Jack, no.
Back to the center again. 48 seconds to wrestle in period number 2. Geyser promptly breaks Thompson down to the mat, puts the forehead in the middle of Thompson, middle of the back of Thompson's head, forces him to the mat. Now reaching for a chicken wing on the left-hand side. Geyser now throwing hard crossface to the right, trying to trap that shoulder and drive the head down. Geyser with his chin in the back of the arm of Thompson on the right-hand side, still working that crossface from the left. Has the leg lace in on the left as well, a grapevine if you will. Down to the final 18 seconds. They're dead square in the center of the mat. Nobody scoring right now. Geyser trying to work on a combination. Thompson trying to get his hands free. Now Geyser tries to roll him across. Thompson trying to expose back into him. They roll all the way through. Nobody scores. That'll end the period. 3 points to period. Kale Geyser a 5-0 leader after 2. As he gets ready to wrestle again here in the third period at 132 pounds against the East Grader, Zach Thompson. Thompson, he's showing signs. He's going to be a good one, I think. He's done some nice things against a very solid wrestler in Kale Geyser. Shoots in on a switch right away. Geyser counters and spins behind one more time. Geyser now has an inside hip lace and a grapevine on the left hip to go with it. Geyser still trying to work that. That's not really getting connected. Now throws a hard crossface from the left. There's a leg lace on the left-hand side as well. And Thompson again does a good job of freeing his head and getting back to a base. Thompson trying to get back up. and get reset again. Guys are still riding over that left hip. A minute and 25 remains. Guys are now made it. Thompson think for a moment like he's going to let him go and then pounce right back on top again. But Thompson trapped the hip. Guys are with a hard cross face in here. Thompson trying to control the hand and get his head free, and he does. Thompson doing a good job of keeping guys from getting that cross face in and getting the arm and the shoulders turned. 1 minute left. Guys are with that midline ride. He's going to get told to go off to the side here pretty soon. Hard cross face in now by Geyser. Trying to work it right to left this time. Work 2-on-1 on that left wrist to go with it. Thompson doing a good job of maintaining control. Now Geyser throws in a half on the left side. That won't work. Now he tries to stuff the head. Now gets the half in from the right. Geyser trying to walk that shoulder over. Thompson trying to post on that left shoulder. Geyser has the back exposed. Going to score the back points. The question is, can he get the pinfall? Trying to trap that left arm. Squeezing it down. The left shoulder's down. Trying to push the right shoulder down. 25 seconds left. Plenty of time. Geyser arm bar on that right arm. Trying to get it down. He's got the 3 points for sure. Now trying to get the pinfall here. Guys are trying to squeeze Thompson down. They're trying to force that right shoulder to the mat. Thompson trying to bridge with 10 seconds left. Geyser trying to squeeze it down again. Rolls it down, gets that right shoulder near. Thompson posting it. It's close. And Thompson will manage to maintain it and avoid the pin. Nice job by Thompson. Near fall 3 for Geyser, an 8-0 victory for Cale Geyser.
At 132 pounds, the victory for the Peter Fosston Brawlers by a score of 8-0. Cale Geyser.
Coming next to Ethan Lane. Expected out for the Brawlers here.
Our 138-pound match this evening will have Ethan Lane wrestling for the Peter Fosston Brawlers and Keaton Singer wrestling for the Fosston Bagley Brawlers.
Singer, the junior. Lane, the freshman. Going head-to-head here. Singer in on the head as Lane tried to shoot. Singer does a good job of trapping the head, spinning behind and getting 2. Singer with a 2-point takedown right away. Not trying to work that crossbow and a pump handle here. On Lane. Lane trying to get back that base and free that right arm. Trying to get himself set. Lane back to his belly, but can't get to his base. Singer trying to throw in a half from the left-hand side, but gives up on that. Now Lane back to his knees for a moment. Singer drives him forward again working that crossbow. 1:04 left. Here in the first period, it's 2-0 Singer as they work near the edge. Singer started to get Lane rolling, and then Lane countered and rolled back onto that right shoulder. Back to the base now. 2-on-1 is Singer, but they're near the edge and should be just about off the edge here. Singer still trying to work the midline, and there is the out-of-bounds call, and they'll go back to the center. Singer leading it 2-0 here at 138. Singer will ride left sideways, grab from the right. Ethan Lane looking to stand. Singer goes across body for a 2-on-1 on that right arm. Drives Ethan back down to his belly again, trying to step across and use that arm bar. 32 seconds left. Singer turning that arm bar into a chicken wing left side. Now throws in a half from the left side. Ethan back to his base again and trying to stand here. Again, they're near the edge with 20 seconds left in the period and off the edge. 18 seconds left here in the first period at 138 pounds. Our matchup moving along quickly. As we get set to go again. Lane again in the down position. Looked to roll there, but Singer trapped that left arm one more time. Singer trying to work that arm bar one more time. Now trying to reach in for the cradle. Can't get it hooked on the length of Lane there. Lane resets with 1 second left. The first period will come to an end. Singer leads it 2-0 at 1:38 after 1. Second period coming up on 94-1 the ball. Ethan Lane, a quick 2-point score here to start the second. Now trying to get Singer in a cradle of his own. Lane very long, has it hooked, but can't control it. Now Singer stands. Lane will lift and take him back to the mat again, and they'll reset right in the center. It's 2-2. Lane, hard cross face, left-hand side, trying to drive that cradle in again. Lane, very long arms and long legs, gives him an advantage in those cradle situations. He doesn't have to get your body to move very far, and he can connect it. Lane trying to work that right leg. And control the left arm as well. Lane now looking armbar right side. Under a minute to wrestle here in period number 2 at 138 pounds at 2-2 in this individual matchup. Beaver Falls would eat 22-5 in the team matchup. That after beating Detroit Lakes earlier, 39-34 on our Pizza Hut in-game scoreboard, courtesy of the Pizza Hut in Beaver Falls. Give the Pizza Hut a call at 681-1306. When you do, ask about their big game special coming up next Sunday. You're not going to believe it. Hard wrist control here by Lane. 32 seconds left right in the center of the mat at 138 pounds. It's tied at 2. Trying to work the leg again. Handle that armbar. And wrist control on the left-hand side. Down to 19 seconds left. Singer posting the leg, wants to stand. Tries to roll his way out of it, but Lane traps that with 11 seconds left. Both men working on wrist control. Singer tries to stand. Lane with that waist wrap in, breaks him down again with 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be 2-2 after 2. We go to the third, 138 pounds, in a tied-up match here at the state class. Both men on their feet to start the third. Singer has the lone takedown. That's why he wants to go feet. See if he can't score quickly here and retake the lead in a 2-2 matchup. Shoots in on a single. Lane stuffs ahead. Singer pops his way out. Both men back to their feet again. Again, Singer working on wrist control here, trying to hand fight his way in. Now he's on a single. Deep on the left-hand side. Lane trying to pull that leg in and stand. Singer stuffing the head here. Singer jamming the head. Lane needs to get his head up and stand. Right now it's a stalemate, and that's what they're going to call. Nobody gaining any kind of an advantage from that position, so they'll whistle stalemate and reset. Back to the center again. 2-2, 119 left. Singer now shoots in. Trying to work a single. Ethan Lane trying to counter and bury the head of the mat. Lane trying to push the hips down. And trying to drive Singer down to a flattened out position. Does. Singer has a body lock on Lane's left leg. Lane needs to separate the hands here and get behind. Trying to peel those fingers apart. And they'll get another stalemate. Keegan Singer and Ethan Lane, it's 2-2. Down to 51 seconds. Trying for an arm drag there with Lane. Singer counters. They'll reset again to the center. Singer, the junior. Lane, the ninth grader. Lane tried to change positions and change levels. Now they're back up and in the middle, 35 seconds left. Now Singer does the same. Now he traps the head, looks to spin behind. Lane has an underhook in. No control yet. Lane hanging on to the leg now. Singer trying to circle behind. 2-point takedown here would be just about it. There it is. 2-point takedown for Singer. Nice job by Singer to stay with it until he got the takedown with 16 seconds left. Singer leading it 4-2 here. Lane trying to roll his way out of it. They roll all the way through. No back points. Down to 4 seconds. That's going to be your final 4-2. 4-2. Singer wins over Lane. Picks up 3 points for the Brawlers.
Victory at 138 pounds by score 4-2, wrestling for the Boston Bailey Brawlers, Keegan Singer.
This kid's going to be a horse. He's only a ninth grader now.
At 1:45 this evening, wrestling for the Thief River Falls Brawlers, Griffin Lundeen, and for the Boston Bailey Brawlers, Mason Erickson.
A pair of ninth graders here at 1:45. Griffin Lundeen for the Prowlers and Mason Erickson for the Brawlers here. And Lundeen with a quick 2-point takedown. Lundeen trying to work wrist control on that right wrist, trying to leg lace that left hip to go with it. Reached under for wrist control. Erickson stands. Lundeen puts in a standing cradle and gets him hooked. Lundeen out of the standing cradle, but they'll roll through. No back points. Good job by Erickson to separate the hands and get out of it. Back to the center again. Erickson trying to control Lundeen's left arm with a 2-on-1 on that wrist. Erickson still with it and leg lace in on the left-hand side and left hip. 22-8 is our score on the team score. Lundeen again trying to expose the back of Erickson. Erickson doing a good job of rolling on that left hip and keeping that left shoulder posted to not give up any back points. Again, Lundeen, hard cross face from the left-hand side, working wrist control on that left arm as well. Now trying to throw a power half in. Lundeen trying to squeeze that head down and get an inside cradle hook this time. 27 seconds left. They're in the center of the mat if he can get it hooked and turned, but it's unable to do so. Erickson again doing a good job of separating his legs. Now Lundeen does have it hooked, has Erickson on his back. Lundeen has it hooked deep, but Erickson doing a good job staying off that left shoulder. Lundeen trying to set over that left shoulder and push it down to the mat here. It's close, 7 seconds left, and there's the fall. Griffin Lundeen gets the cradle hook and she's all over. Lundeen with a fall here in the first period. He picks up another 6 for fall. 152 pounds. Brady Kasprick next to the problem. Brady Kasprick, the junior. Will come out here for Thief Over Fall.
152 pounds this evening, wrestling for the Brawlers, Brady Kasprick.
Tegan Larson.
For the Fosston High Brawlers, Tegan Larson.
Larson and Kasprick. Kasprick with a big win earlier tonight, defeating Brody Elliott, who was a state place finisher last year, and has a quick takedown and has Larson on his back. Getting back points counted here. Trying to put in a lateral press. Now steps across it. And we'll get 3 points near fall. Good job by Larson to get out of it. And they're off the edge and back to the center. Larson very long for 152 pounds, long and lean. Kasprick more powerfully built, a little slighter of height. Kasprick will release him, let him up, making it 5-1. Kasprick off the whistle, changes levels, and steps in on an underhook from the right side. Kasprick trying to step into that once to throw. Now scoops under instead for a single. Throws that into a reverse half, and now into a reverse half cradle. Reverse cradle here. Larson trying to roll his way out of it with his length. Does. But Kasprick will maintain possession. Throws the cradle right back in again. And again, Larson squirts his way out of it. So takedown and near fall points. And then another escape. It's 9-2. And now 2 more takedown points for Kasprick. Kasprick already up 11-2, and we're still in the first period. Trying to get a cradle hooked again, and does. As Larson's back exposed, stepping over that left shoulder. The right shoulder's up and out. Kasprick's going to get 2 if he releases it. Got 36 seconds left. They're near the edge of the mat in front of the Brawler bench. Kasprick trying to step over the top of Larson's legs and tip him again. A pair of juniors here. Nope, it'll be 2 points near fall. 13-2 here in the first period for Brady Kasprick. Kasprick trying to stuff the head here. And do it again. Kasprick sets in a cradle again. Again has Larson turned. But no back points being counted yet. As Larson doing a good job of keeping his shoulders perpendicular to the mat. Now Kasprick getting the back points. Larson kicking 2 seconds, 1 second. And it'll be 3 points near fall. Kasprick leading it 16-2 after the first period. Any old kind of point from Brady, and this one is over, and they're both going to go up. So Kasprick with a takedown ends it right away unless he can throw Larson right on his back and finish. Kasprick fighting the underhook again. Goes overhook on the left-hand side, trying to drive Larson toward the edge of the mat. Now has the double underhooks in. Kasprick loves his throw, trying to get those hands set. Does. Hits Larson turned. Gets the takedown, and that'll end it. 18-2. Kasprick, 33. 8 lead for the Brawlers.